Long time. You've played in obviously a lot of games, but a lot of big games as far as hype with the Texases and all this, and now Nebraska's. Do you approach these games any different than if it was a Texas State or a UNLV or whatever? Or what's your approach?
Not really approach it. Same preparation each week, watching film and going over the looks and things like that. But I guess when game day comes around, you get a little more fire in your belly and get ready and know it's going to be a fight. So.
Is that dangerous to kind of temper that, because obviously you want to go out and do well in any game, but to get a little more fired up for that and maybe lose focus, is that hard to balance, or have you noticed that in any of the other bigger games you guys have played in the last few years?
Not really. I mean, the biggest thing is that a big game like this, you got a lot of kids, that help you out with things like that too. Like our entire offensive line gets us fired up, our coaches get us fired up, and so I guess. It doesn't really change much, I should say.
Right. What's it been like with this Nebraska? Because it's so regionally close to Wyoming. Texas is a little far away. Is it, people come up asking you for tickets or asking you about it? Is it, whether it's been this week or even when it was first put on the schedule, has it been any different as far as that goes?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, you get some fans coming up to you, and the first game they talked about before even this week came around was, good luck versus Nebraska and things like that. So it's fun, though. I mean, it's always a good time when you got people talking about that type of hype, and also, when you got a chance to play a number 10 team in the country or whatever.
Right. And what's it been like, this year you guys have been able to rotate a lot of different guys in and out of the offensive line during games, where I know in the last few years you guys really haven't had that luxury. The depth just hasn't been there. How much has that been able to help, or what's that been like this year, being able to do that with some guys to where you're playing 8 or 9 guys in a game instead of basically just the starting 5 that you have out there?
It actually works out pretty well, just because injuries do happen throughout the season and stuff like that, and you would like to throw somebody in there with some game time experience that's not going to be a big drop off from the starter or whoever. So that's helped out a lot. Josh Leonard just went down last week, and so Herman was able to step in there with all the game experience that he's had. It wasn't a drop off at all.
Do you think it's made you guys a better is that part of the reason why you guys feel like you're improved, because you're able to run some fresher bodies out there, or how do you think that's affected your play?
Maybe that, but mainly probably just like practices every week. When you're mainly focused on the 5 guys that are probably going to start that week, whereas now we got people that are fighting to push you harder and keep going and stuff like that, and you just always know you have somebody right behind you, where if you mess up, you could be out.
Right. This Nebraska defensive line is obviously, I would assume, the best defensive line you faced this season.
Right.
Is it maybe arguably one of the best maybe you've faced in your career, at least from what you've seen on tape so far?
Yes, I'd probably say that. They're big, they're physical, they move, their hands are really good too. So we just gotta do film preparation on them, know what they're gonna do, and take it from there.
All right, sounds good.